Biden drops out of the presidential race. Trump almost gets shot in the head. And the state of the world is freaking whack right now. Oh baby, we have a lot to talk about. Look, we're gonna take a little break from documenting entrepreneurship because I think this is a really important conversation. I think our world is in a very, very scary place, and I know I have a platform, not a huge platform, but I have a platform, and I wanna share my thoughts, and hopefully you guys find value in this. What are you just doing?
The other day, Chad was listening to a podcast episode, and the podcast episode was one by Layla Hermosi. We love Layla Hermosi.
Hermosi.
Okay, so I'm in the bathroom, and Chad's out here, and all I hear is like a beat, like a consistent, like, oh, there's about to be like a rap battle.
Her podcast intro starts with a rap thing.
And so I'm like, oh my God, like Layla's going hard on this beat right now because all I heard was the beat and then like a voice. And I knew that he was listening to Layla, and I was like, oh my God, is she starting her podcast with like an insane rap battle?
Caitlin thought she was rapping, but then you just did a little rap.
I can't do that on the spot.
Why?
You'd have to really catch me like off guard.
What were the words?
I'm not repeating that.
Progress is made every day. Go ahead.
I don't remember the rest.
All right, whatever. All right, y'all, about to hop on a bunch of meetings, so I'll catch you on the other side. But before I do, yes, I do have a mustache now. The reason I have a mustache now is I hopped on my sales meeting on Monday, and I noticed that two of our sales reps who are men, obviously, our men had mustaches, and I was like, fuck, I feel left out. So I immediately cut a mustache right after. So one other life update before I hop into this meeting here in a couple of minutes. We're moving apartments. We officially found a new place to live. So there's gonna be a ton of exciting content from that. Obviously, I'm gonna show you guys the place, and we're probably gonna build out my office together. I imagine having a much cooler office. We'll show you the whole thing, but cue some clips. I'm gonna share some clips with you guys right now. All right, y'all, so we have massive grasshoppers in Texas, and they come out in July. And I shit you not, these things are like 3 inches long. Let me show you this shit. All right, so maybe this camera doesn't do justice, but that's one of them right there. He is a big motherfucker, let me tell you, big motherfucker. Mila really wants to check them out, so let's see what she does. Let's watch this. All right, let's see what she does. There's the grasshopper, right there. Oh! 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 Oh shit! We got one. We got one. Oh shit, baby. Oh shit. All right. All right, I'm panicking. I'm panicking. All right. I'm gonna put this cup on it. Get out of here. All right, put the cup on it. Look at Mila. Oh man, this scene is funny. All right. Okay. Get out of there. There he is. I saved his life, buddy. I saved your life. Look at Mila. Mila's like, what is this thing? All right. Woo! That was anxiety provoking. I really hope there is not another one in here. Now I feel like I need to look around and see. Oh God. Now I'm gonna feel, when I'm in bed at night, I'm gonna feel all nervous and scary and shit. Is there any under here? No, all right. I think we're good. Okay, so let's get into it. Like I said, there's some crazy shit going on in this world right now. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I will tell you who I'm going to vote for in November. For some of you, it might be obvious because I post about it a lot on my social media already, but I haven't talked about it on YouTube. So the first crazy thing that has gone on in our world is Biden dropped out from the presidential race. And this is unprecedented because literally we're only a couple months away, right? We have August, September, October, and then it's November. So really you got about 3.5 months until the election. So it doesn't give the incumbent or the person who is next, who is now Kamala Harris, and we know that officially, it doesn't give that individual much time to really campaign, right? So it's pretty crazy. Now, the craziest thing about it that I think, and this is my opinion, and once again, I'm not doing this to politically charge anybody. Obviously, you can share your comments in the comment section. I would like to keep it a mature conversation. I don't want this to be toxic. I don't want this to be a place for drama. I think one of the biggest challenges in America is we are very divisive, and we have a hard time having conversations with our thoughts without getting extremely emotional. So if you're extremely emotional and aggressive in the comments, I'm not going to respond. If you share your opinion in the comments and you do it professionally and maturely, I will respond. But here's my first concerning thing with Biden dropping out. So he gave his talk yesterday. It was like an 11-minute talk on why he dropped out. And none of it was about his mental capacity. None of it was about his age. None of it was about his health. He basically said that he dropped out because it is what is best to unify the party. Because as you guys know, there was a lot of individuals who thought Biden, after the debate, the original debate, was not mentally fit enough to run for president anymore. Now, the big issue with this, and the big issue that I have, is the fact that he never admitted that he doesn't think that he's fit enough to run again, that he thinks that his age is an issue. And the reason that I think that's an issue is because if he did say that, right, then it uncovers a lot of the lies that the media was pushing. The media the whole entire time, his whole entire 4 years as president, and especially in the last 1 to 2 years of his presidency, was pushing the fact that he's stronger than ever, he's more mentally fit than ever, and really was shutting down all the claims that he was on a mental decline. So if Biden did say, hey, the reason I'm backing out is I'm just not mentally fit to do this anymore, I want to have fresh new blood come into the Democratic Party, then he would have been uncovering all the lies of the media who were covering up that our president was on the decline. And that's a huge problem that I have, because the media is always just going to push the narrative that supports them, right? If it's Biden being strong, they're going to push that Biden's strong, right? Equally, if it's Biden being weak, they're going to push Biden being weak. And they did do that to get him out, right? The media, along with a bunch of other people, were saying he's too weak to try to push him out. But, he was weak the whole entire time, right? He was weak the whole entire time. He was mentally on the decline the whole entire time. And that, to me, is a huge threat to the fabric of America, is the fact that the media and so many people can just lie and push a narrative to support what's in their best interest. So that's, with Biden dropping out, that's my first issue. Now, the second issue I have is with Biden dropping out, I'm actually happy that they chose the VP to run, not because I like the VP or not because that's the individual that I'm going to be voting for, but the people did vote for a Biden-Harris ticket. All right, they voted for a Biden-Harris ticket, so if Biden drops out, the person who should be running is the VP, my opinion. All right, but the thing that's just a little bit unsettling is the Democrat elite did handpick the individual, right? There was never a Democratic primary, right? So when Biden said, hey, I'm going to rerun, usually you do a Democratic primary, and a primary is, it goes to a vote on who the people think they want their nominee to be, right? And they didn't do that. They kind of handpicked the ticket. And that, to me, is an issue. That's not a democracy. Democracy means that the people get to choose who they want to run, right? An oligarchy is when it is handpicked by royalty on who is going to run. And why would somebody want to handpick? The reason they'd want to handpick is because it supports their narrative and their vision for the country and not the people's vision for the country. And the whole reason we have a constitution, the whole reason that we have this democracy is so that the people choose who they want running their country. The people choose the vision for the country. The people choose the values of the country. And that to me is definitely very concerning. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Trump assassination, but we'll get to that in the next clip. Gang, what is up? I lost you guys there for a second. Closed the deal. Man, we are fucking dominating it this week. We are 110% going to be profitable this month. And yeah, things are really starting to pick up momentum. Giving you a quick NLCA update, which is amazing. I'm still closing, but I just hired a closer. He's off to a good start. Our other closer, Drew, is doing really great. Team's doing good right now. Energy is good, which is exciting. With that though, I am extremely, extremely tired. I'm the closer, I'm the CEO, I'm the sales manager, I'm the client success manager, I'm the marketing manager. I'm doing a lot of roles. I'm working a lot of hours and I'm definitely very tired. But anyways, I am eating this chicken pad thai right now. And then I'm back and forth on if I'm going to be able to do the personal development or not. I'm trying to think like, should I value rest? Because I'm exhausted. Should I push through? That's kind of the dilemma I'm having right now. So we'll see what my choice is after I eat this. All right. So the Donald Trump assassination attempt.
See something that said, take a look at what happened.
This is a hard one, man. This is a really, really hard one. This is all my personal opinion once again. I'm not looking to have any heated conversations. I'm just sharing my thoughts like a good American. So please do not argue with me in terms of backlash. If you have a different viewpoint than me and you want to have a conversation, that's totally fine. Okay, anyways, we were half an inch away from what I think could have been extreme civil unrest, right? We are a very divided country and both sides have created that. The Democrat side and the Republican side, both sides have created that. What has created that? Extremely divisive language. This is all intentional, y'all. They are intentionally trying to divide us. That is the whole entire goal. All right, you have Biden calling Trump the next Hitler. Let's just use our brain for a second. Let's be logical. Trump has already been the president. He was the president for 4 years. Okay? Did he turn us into Nazi Germany? No, he didn't turn us into Nazi Germany, right? Like, it's when you call somebody Hitler, right, and you say it enough times for a very long time, right? They've been calling Trump crazy, outlandish things for many of years. Eventually, you're going to get somebody who is not mentally stable to say, yeah, I'm going to go kill that guy, right? And that's kind of what happened here. But once again, on the Republican side of the aisle, they do the same thing, right? They both go back and forth and say that both parties are going to destroy democracy, both parties are going to tear down this country, and it's all fear mongering, and it's all planned to divide, so that one has a very strong base and the other has a very strong base. That's the whole entire plan. But when you do it to the extreme that it's been done, at the intensity that it's been done, for the time that it's been done, that's when you create civil unrest. And it is my personal opinion that if Trump really did get shot in the head, we'd be living in a very different America right now. One that you would truly fear to walk out your door. One that you may potentially have to be locked into your home for multiple weeks until things calm down. And I shit you not, that's my true belief. That's what I think we were very close from experiencing. And the scary thing is, what's stopping it from happening again? My prediction is that a Trump assassination attempt is probably going to happen again. Before the election, maybe, But if he gets elected president, which I think he's going to get elected president, there's a potential. There is a potential. And that is very scary. That is very scary. I think what we witnessed a couple weeks ago with the Trump assassination is a very pivotal, crazy time in American history. Might be the craziest thing that I see in my lifetime in American history, and it will go down in the record books for sure. Now, the next part of the Trump assassination that I wanted to talk about. Whether you're on the left or you're on the right, whether you're a liberal or you're a conservative or you're somewhere in the middle, nobody can deny how fucking crazy that response was. He gets up, pumps his fist in the air, says fight, fight, fight with blood on his face. That's fucking badass. That is truly fucking badass. Nobody can take this away from Trump. Even if you fucking hate Trump, he is a fighter, man. He is truly a fighter. That is one of the most resilient people that I've ever seen. All the shit that he is going through, right? Since the second he tried to run for president, there've been all this shit thrown at him, right? It started with Russia collusion. And then we found out that that was actually the Democrats that set him up on that, right? And this is my opinion. I'm going to get into conspiracy. This is probably where I'm going to lose some people, but I really do think a lot of these things are plotted against Trump. I really think that the Democratic Party absolutely does not want this guy in there because he's going to undo a lot of things that the Democratic Party wants to do, and the Democratic Party is going to do anything in their power to make sure he doesn't get in, right? And that started with Russia way back in the day when he first was elected president. And then you have the indictments, right? You have all these things that they're throwing at him. Where was I going with this? But yes, he keeps pushing. He is for 78 years old, I hope when I'm 78 years old, I have half the energy and enthusiasm and charisma and resilience that guy has, because nobody can take that away from him. That is extremely impressive. And I'm saying that as like nobody can fucking deny that. The last thing, and this is the one that I'm curious what you guys think, is, and I've done a poll on my Instagram about this as well, but do you think it's an inside job? Meaning, do you think this was created by the government to get him out of there? Because Trump is not the typical politician that is a puppet, right? A lot of politicians are puppets, right? And they're being controlled by donors. They're being controlled by big corporations, right? They're being controlled by people in masks behind the scenes, right? That's really who runs the world in the United States is all the things I just listed, right? So those people want to elect somebody who is more or less a puppet figure, somebody they can tell what to do, somebody that they can push their agenda and their interest in. And Trump is not that, right? So there's a lot of people that don't want Trump in office because Trump is going to do what Trump wants to do. Trump's not going to listen to big donors. Trump's not going to accept big corporation donations and then have to turn around and appease them by making decisions for them. That's just not who he is, and that wasn't who he was in 2016 when he got elected president as well. So, with that said, is it an inside job, or, I guess there's three options. Inside job, complete security failure, or it was staged by Trump. I don't think it was staged by Trump. I know there's a lot of people that do think that, and I just don't think that's possible. I think it's 50-50. I think it was either a security failure or it was an inside job. And the more and more you dig into it and the more information that comes out, it really seems like it could be an inside job. It really does. Right? You have these companies that were shorting stocks that would be benefited if Trump got killed, right? Like, how does that happen, right? They short these stocks days before the assassination attempt, and these are stocks that if Trump did get killed, they would make billions of dollars off of this, right? So that's fucking crazy, right? Like, how does a 20-year-old get on a roof? How is the Secret Service not on that roof? right? Apparently now there's information coming out that there was Secret Service in a window right next to the roof. It's just all so sketchy, right? Apparently this kid was driving a Subaru. How do you get a 15-foot ladder in this tiny little car, right? Like, it's sketchy. And apparently there were like, I don't have all the details, but there were people, like suspicious people driving. They have a map of like this person who kept driving to his house multiple times, made multiple trips from his house, and apparently the place he was coming from to go to his house was like some sort of was like really close to an FBI location. There's just all this shit that's coming out that really makes you think, like, was this an inside job? And I'm not claiming that it was. I really hope it wasn't. I hope it is just a security failure, but you can't not think about it. You can't not just think, was it? You know, it's kind of interesting. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Inside job, Trump curated the whole thing, or complete security failure. All right, it's 7 o'clock. I really don't want to work out. I know I have to. I really need to get this done. Let's do it. All right, let's get this run in. We're gonna switch over to my phone. Totally forgot for a second that I had a mustache, but anyways, we're gonna give running a try today. If you've been keeping up with my vlogs, I've been having some issues with my Achilles. I've also been having some shin splints, which I found out is actually your muscle peeling off your bone. That's pretty disgusting. But anyways, we're gonna give running a try today. If I can't do it, I can't do it, but let's see if we can. 1 mile down, so far so good. No Achilles pain, so let's keep pushing on. I'm in war with this guy in front of me, but he doesn't know it. He doesn't know I'm trying to chase him. All right, we passed him. Now we gotta find another victim. All right, 2 miles done. Still feeling good, so I guess the foam rolling makes all the difference. All right, we passed him. Almost done with 3 miles. Three miles complete with no Achilles pain. That's a huge win. All right, y'all. So I've been running a lot recently, and I've gotten shin splints. This is about the max capacity I can walk now. So
You gotta be careful, baby.
the shin splints, I don't know if you guys know this, but they fucking hurt really bad. So they're right in here.
Mine are always more in the front. Mine are always like more
That's
in
what
here.
everyone says.
Yeah, yours are weird.
Everyone says that they get shin splints out here. I always get them right in there.
That's more your calf.
I know, and you're not even pointing the camera.
Oh, sorry. I was showing them your shins.
But anyways, one of my friends told me this, and it's kind of disgusting. So shin splints are the muscle peeling off the bone, which is very, very disgusting. But I'm an idiot. I'm very stubborn. I went for a run anyways, and it's seemingly getting worse. If you guys have any tips or tricks, let me know. But what I've been doing is putting a lacrosse ball here, and it definitely does give me like temporary relievement, where I can like go and run.
Relievement?
Temporary relief.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still sweating from the run. Where it allows me to then go and run, but then when I'm done with the run, I'm absolutely wrecked. So any tips would be helpful. All right, y'all, the very last clip. Who am I endorsing for president? Who do I want to be the president for 2024 to 2028? This should come as no surprise. I am gonna vote for Donald Trump. And here's what I'll say. If you are on the left and you're gonna vote for Kamala Harris, I really don't care. That's totally fine. I am not the type of Donald Trump fan. I'm not the type of Republican that's gonna be like, down with the liberals. Like, if that's you, that's totally fine. Like, I really believe in let the best man or woman win. Because I really do believe in the power of the people. So if the people vote and they choose an individual that maybe isn't my candidate, I'm gonna wish that person the best, because if they win and they crush it, that's good for America, right? And what's good for America is what I'm voting for. Why Donald Trump? Is it because I'm a racist? No. Is it because I'm a sexist? No, I'm not any of those things. My decision is purely based off of what I think is going to enhance, and this might sound selfish, but let's be honest, everybody votes for their best self-interest. I think that voting for Donald Trump is best for entrepreneurs, and what's best for entrepreneurs is best for me. I believe in capitalism. I believe in free market. I believe in the American dream. I believe in entrepreneurship. That's what I believe in. And I've had my business with Trump in office, and I've had my business with Biden in office. And my business with Trump in office exploded. And here's actually the funny thing that I noticed. My investments with Trump in office, they did okay, but my business did amazing. With Biden in office, my business didn't do so hot, but my investments crushed. So kind of interesting. I'm gonna vote for the person that impacted my life the most over the past 8 years in terms of, obviously there's other people that have impacted my life, but from a presidential candidate standpoint, it was Trump. So that's why I'm voting Trump. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you should vote Trump, although I would say if you're an entrepreneur, you should strongly consider it, and that's my stance. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.